Hematological changes in pregnancy. So first pointer is that there's increase in the blood volume. Because of increase in the blood volume, there'll be hemodilution. So as a result of that, there's decrease in the viscosity. Then there's increase in the RBC mass, like the hemoglobin mass. So hemoglobin mass increases, but because of hemodilution, the concentration of hemoglobin in a RBC reduces. So there's decrease in the hemoglobin concentration. Then talking about plasma proteins, globulin increases. So globulin increases, that means that there is increase of sex hormone binding globulin. So that also increases. But there's decrease in albumin. So since albumin has reduced, because of reduction of albumin, there will be physiological edema in pregnancy. Okay, now talking about the red cell, so we finished with RBCs, that is in terms of hemoglobin. Now coming to WBC. So WBC, there's slight increase in the WBC levels during pregnancy. So all the WBCs increase. There's increase in the neutrophils. There's increase in lymphocytes. So the TLC count becomes around 15,000 cells. On the other hand, there's reduction of platelet count. So there's thrombocytopenia, which is called as benign gestational thrombocytopenia. Okay, so now from this we can remember one more point. So because there's thrombocytopenia, that basically means what? It basically means that pregnancy is an hypercoagulable state. Reduction in platelet level is because of hepatosplenomegaly and hemodilution. Now, on the other hand, we were talking about how pregnancy is a hypercoagulable state. So that is indicated by increase in the coagulation factor, that is the clotting factors. Then there's also increase in fibrinogen. Serum fibrinogen level increases. Whereas the fibrinolytic pathway, components of the fibrinolytic pathway like the plasminogen activator, plasminogen activator, etc., decrease during pregnancy. Then pregnancy is also immunocompromised state. So here we can see that there's shift from T helper cell 1 to T helper cell 2 mediated response. So since T helper cell 2 response is present, that means that that means all the markers of T helper 2 cell, that is interleukin 4, 10 and 13, will be raised. Whereas on the other hand, there will be decreased T helper 1 response. So that means that interleukin 2, tumor necrosis factor, have decreased. Now there's certain parameters that remain unchanged during pregnancy. So those parameters are B lymphocytes. B lymphocytes will remain unchanged. Then we have CD4 to CD8 ratio remains unchanged. Even though pregnancy is a hypercoagulable state, but since there's reduction of platelets and there's increase in the clotting factor, ultimately the bleeding and the clotting time remain constant, and the antithrombin time is also the same.